Hello everybody and welcome to a new tutorial. Today I will show you how to draw this image in AutoCAD 2021. As I used to before, I'll put this image into our workplace to make our work easier. So let's get started. First of all, I will start with the big circle right here. So it's a circle with a radius of 54. So I will draw 54. And then I could also draw the other two. So again, circle command, go with the radius of 45, and the last one radius of 10. After that, I will draw two lines actually. So this line is 134 units. So that means we will divide it in half. It will be 67 units for each side. This is exactly what we will draw. So 67 for each side. Again with a line, nothing fancy. And now go with the join command, because our purpose is to make from two lines to make just one line. And now go with the offset command. And build this a parallel line on the distance of 61.5 units. And again offset with 10 units. You can delete this line now. Okay, we will build the other two lines right here. I will activate the line to see. So these lines. Search this point, go straight, go with a perpendicular line. Two lines here as well. Now we need here a radius of 4. It's exactly on both sides. So radius of 4 and radius 7.5. As I used to before, I will use the fillet radius and 4. And I have it again, fillet radius 7.5 from this side and this side. If this thing happened, it's not a problem. It's something very common and usual. So draw again a line. And now go again, fillet radius 4 and fillet radius 7.5. Nothing too fancy. Go again with another line. And here we have it. The next step, we will build here those lines. You can see them. So there are two lines, but a distance of 76 and 102 units, but on a distance on 60 and 16. So let's draw the first one. It will be 76 and the other one on a distance of 102 units. Now copy them, just copy them, nothing more. You can also go with offset, but if you are copying them, make sure you activate the auto command. And now type 60 and again type 76 and you have it. More useful. The next step, I will go here to start to draw these little circles right here, but I can also delete these two lines. I don't need them anymore. A useful feature is to deactivate the ortho command and go with the polar tracking. Right click and go with 45 units here. Select 45 units and you see when you have here an angle of 45 degrees, a green line, it will appear. So write, for example, 140 units. It doesn't matter. You have the line here. But as you see here, this circle, this little circle is the same with the other one. So if this circle is the radius 5 and the other circle is the radius 9, that means this entire distance is 5. So you can trim it as well. Go with the trim command. Trim the section, the rest you can trim as well. And now, very important, go with just from the same line, the same direction, go with just 5 units. And now start to build the circles. You can go here with 5 and the other one with 9 units. So again, radius of 9. Start to trim, nothing too complicated. Delete this part as well, and this line. And your drawing looks the same. In the other part is the same story. Again with the 45 units. But on this time, go as well, go directly, go for trim. In this part you see, you must go with 5 units, the same direction. You can delete this one as well. Build a circle with radius 5, a circle with the radius 9. Start to trim. And you have exactly what you need. The next step, I will go here, it's a straight line, we'll make a radius, fillet radius 7.5. Extend this line, it's not a problem. Draw another line here. The next step, this line must be divided. You can see 25.5 and 36.5. But for this, I need this line, exactly these two lines, but on a distance of 20. So let's draw first this straight line, offset for 20 units in each side, delete the middle line. And now you can also start to draw. I recommend you not to cut it right now. So let's start to draw another 2 lines over this line. So go in this intersection point, 25.5 and the other one. But make sure to have, as you see here, because I didn't activate the ortho command, now I don't have a straight line. So first activate the ortho command to have straight lines. So 25.5 and the other line is 36.5. Now the thing started to be very easy. So I will go now with the ortho command, not an ortho command, the offset command. Offset this distance 50.5, 4.7, sorry. Build it here. Now build fillet radius 4. And here we have it. Now offset again 20 for this part, and somewhere here, as you see this line of 25.5 units, we will draw another line. Search exactly the point. You can deactivate the ortho command and let's type at key first, a distance of let's say 70 units and an angle of 78 degrees. Now go with the fillet radius 0. Go now fillet radius, you can do it for the first time, it's not a problem, 7. Search exactly the line with this 36.5, search exactly that line. Go with the straight line here, go with the mirror command because we will mirror everything. I mean this line and this little arch. Enter, build a mirror line. Want to erase the original object? No. And you can delete this part as well. Delete. Now you can just trim it. You have it. Here we need a parallel line with 12.5 units. So offset 12.5 units. Again, fillet radius 12.5. And here, I don't know the exactly radius here, but let's assume it's pretty much the same with this radius, and this radius is 7.5. So fillet radius 7.5. If this thing disappear, it's not a problem, you can extend it. Okay, the next step. Let's check the drawing again. So I made this part. This part is pretty much done. The next part here, we must build these things. Let's assume, we don't know exactly, but let's assume that this little arch, it's pretty much the same with this one. We don't know, but just let's assume. So it's 7.5 radius, and this one, it looks like it will be 4. So radius 4. The first thing. So fillet radius 7.5. Extend it also, but until here. And repeat. Fillet radius 7.5. Fillet radius 4. It's not a problem if the big circle disappear, we can build another one. So let's draw again a circle with the radius 54. Repeat, fillet radius 4. And now let's start to trim again. So here we don't need to trim, as I see. Trim just this part. And because we need to be the same thing, let's say we need to trim this part as well. Trim this part. Maybe in this thing we have a double. Yeah, we have it. And the final step for today, actually the last two steps, because we forgot a line here. The final step is this entire thing. So the first thing, we have here this distance, or this is a distance of 30 units. So 30. The next line here is on an angle of 45 degrees. So watch again the green line, search for it, but activate the polar track. Okay, let's say right here, it doesn't matter too much. And very important here, because I want you to show something. You can see all these triangles are the same. So this, if this triangle has an angle here of 45 units, and this triangle it's a clearly a 90 degrees angle, that means the other angle like this, it will be the same a 45 degree angle. So here we will have exactly a perpendicular line. Trim the rest of the line, we don't need it. And now I will show you two methods of doing it. The first method and the easiest one, it will be to activate the array. Select the object, but first let's make a block. Why not? Block, select object, enter, and let's say block drawing. Create block, and I have a block here. Let's go with the array command, and I will show you why we cannot apply it. So array, select the object, enter, go with the polar, and specify the center point. Here it will be, I will go with 8 triangles. And I have it. Everything is wonderful. Okay, but we need to trim this part, and we cannot trim them. This is the wrong part. And also our drawing, it looks a little bit different. So let's go with the undo. Let's rebuild again this triangle. So go first with a line of 30. Then go with an angle of 45 degrees. And go with a perpendicular line. You see here the straight line? Now let's trim. Let's create a block again. Block drawing, select object. Create block. Yes, ready, fine. And because we need to trim actually these parts, we will copy it first and we will rotate for every time. But I will copy 7 because there are 8 in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's rotate them. So the first one we will rotate with minus 45 degrees. So rotate minus 45. And this is exactly what I need. You can see because it's the exactly triangle here and here. So that one was minus 45, right? So here rotate minus 90 degrees. Rotate minus 135 degrees. Rotate minus 180 degrees. Rotate minus 100. Actually, we can go in the other side as well, but let's respect the order here. So it was minus 180, minus 45, minus 225 degrees. And rotate. Let's use actually the calculator, is much easier. So 180 plus 45, okay, plus 45, 270. So rotate, specify the base point, minus 270 degrees. And rotate. So minus 315. And now let's start to move them. So move, pay very much attention, go exactly with this point, not other point. M for move, you can use shortcuts as well. From exactly center, from the same center. And now we have straight lines, everything is perfect. Move. Move again. And the last triangle, move. Let's try to trim now, but I'm not sure because these are blocks. Yeah, I was right. So go with explode, I pressed X, enter, and now let's start to trim. And here you see, because I have For each side I have 2 triangles, 2 lines, actually 3. And finally, here you have it, our drawing is complete. I hope this video helped you. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and see you next time.